What's going on, everyone? So, before we dive into this video, one, big shout out to Craven Something Scary for the inside information. If you didn't check out his video, go check out his video. I'll link it down in the description after this video, of course. So, shout out to you, buddy. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. We got to get together sometime soon if you're watching this video. And second, what I'm talking about is a potential spoiler. It's nothing like crazy. It's nothing like, oh my God, like the killer is or anything like that. So it is something that I think most people will just find interesting and be excited for. But I know some people just want nothing to do with anything spoilerish. So now's your chance to get off of this if you want to. And I understand, hit the like button on your way out, please. But 3, 2, 1, go. So if you're still here, I expect that you have no problems with this information. Again, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing major. But the Ghostface reveal, right? In the upcoming Scream 7, again, according to Craven, he got some information that Ghostface will be revealed in a public setting, in an outside setting, right? Now, this doesn't mean that it's going to be in, Times Square and Ghostface, ha, like you got me type thing. But it's not going to be in a confined environment, right? Like you think of the past Scream films, usually like in a house or, it's in the little shrine room or anything like that. It's going to be in a space where, the characters that have it revealed are going to see it and be like, oh no. And it's just going to be probably in an outdoor setting or some type of, venue or something like that, right? So that in and of itself is very interesting. Sparks all kinds of possibilities and ideas and potentials. And I want to do a couple like in-depth videos on those potentials, but like something that comes to mind immediately is it something that is at the end of the film? Like, is it the final reveal? Ghostface takes his mask off and it's like, oh my gosh, right? And everyone's just kind of met up in this location or met up in this place. Do they go the cult route and maybe they're surrounded by a bunch of Ghostface and it's kind of like, looks like they're all dead to rights, something like that. And it's like, oh no. And it's very possible. I mean, we could leave on a cliffhanger, right? We know Scream 8 is in the works and they're supposed to film that shortly. So that's something, right? Or is it kind of like an early Ghostface reveal? Something that I've talked about in the past and many others have brought up is the idea of having a Ghostface that gets revealed early on. I know like Jason and Greg and stuff like that. Obviously you could do that, but like one of the main Ghostface that maybe kind of sparks the like maybe even the cult route, right? I really do. And again, I could be completely wrong. It's just my guess, right? I think that they're going to go the cult route. They've already set it up, right? With like Jason and Greg and then the Dreaded thread and all that. And, also even with Kirby and her character, right? Kirby says, I was following a Ghostface here and it led me to, that's why I'm here type thing. And they're doing a whole spin-off film with Kirby and her as the FBI agent and stuff like that. So we know that there's Ghostface all over the place. And we know that there's like this site that they can go to and communicate with each other and link up and, create duos and stuff like that. And you got to imagine that there's probably going to be some type of mastermind or something. So I could see them maybe going that direction and maybe you kind of get that early reveal. Maybe that person like reveals themselves to Sydney or something like that. Maybe it's even somebody Sydney knows, or maybe it's Tatum, right? Maybe it's one of Tatum's friends and they reveal themselves to Tatum and she's like, whoa, like, I can't believe, you're the one doing this. And it's like, or what if it is the boyfriend, but he gets second thoughts, right? Like, what if he had a plan and he's the one that kind of reveals the plan behind the scenes because he falls in love with Tatum and he's like, I wanted to kill you. I wanted to kill your mother, but I'm reformed. I'm a good guy now, right? Like, and maybe helps and then ultimately dies or whatever, right? There's a lot of directions that they could go with this and kind of create this unique story that we haven't really gotten in the Scream world. And anytime we can get something, creative, obviously good writing, good storytelling, good execution is very important. I don't want them to just like have stuff just for the sake of having stuff, but if it furthers the plot and continues to tell the story, then beautiful, right? Like I'm all for it, especially I'm not against the cult route. I just think it has to be done in a proper manner, right? Like I don't want it to be like a traditional cult where they're all like, praying alongside a Ghostface deity or something like that. They have like a Billy shrine and they're just like, like I'd more like it to be kind of like this club, like a secret club type thing, like an Illuminati type thing. And it's just like the select few, and maybe they have to go out and kill people in order to earn their stripes or earn their ranks, and based on how many you kill. Right? There's a lot like just kind of backstory and lore that you could build up over the course of several films if it's done in a proper manner. But there's also the potential of too many cooks in the kitchen, which, I mean, they have 18 characters? I think in this upcoming Scream movie, it's a lot of characters. It's another reason why I think they're going to go the cult route, because there's just so many characters that they have to kind of go through and kind of figure out. So I do have curiosity as to like how are they gonna approach this. But again, even like a Ghostface reveal, right? Something that I've talked about in the past. When you look at Scream, it's always been very confined. Right? It's usually, like even like Scream 3 and stuff like that, it's like, the sound stage, and then it's like, a house, or at Stu's house or whatever, right? Even in college, like, when they're in Windsor, right? They're like on college campus the entire film, and just like in, certain key areas, which is why one of the things that I liked about, Scream 5 and 6 is like, you got different sets, you got different, like, yeah, you had some closed confines, but they were at a bar, and then there was a kill in the parking lot, and there was kills in a house, and you got some forestry scenes, and like they're at a bowling alley, right? Like, and then even in Scream 6, they're at a frat party, and then they're over here, and then they're at a bodega, and they're at the subway, right? It wasn't as confined, right? It wasn't just like, hey, here's basically 3 singular places that we're going to go to, and we're just going to transition between those. All right, we're just going to have like this place, and then we're going to go to this place, and the big reveal will be at this place. Right? I'd prefer them to kind of, continue to kind of have almost like this open world in a lot of ways, to just better suit this film. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? First off, do you like the idea of like an open scene, an open shot for Scream? Do you think that like, that would be really cool to kind of have a reveal? Do you want it to be an early reveal? Do you want it to be like a cult reveal? Do you want it to be, just kind of this like the end reveal, but it's not a cult, it's just like 2 characters ripping the mask off type thing? Whatever direction, however you feel about it. I'd love to hear it either way. So please let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out. Helps me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel. What are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.